Hey everybody, Adam here with Hometown Acres. Welcome back. We just got some more wood put up, and I actually made that wood yesterday out here underneath the building while we got an 1.5 inches worth of rain. And I didn't even film or anything. I actually came out here in my sweatpants and sweatshirt and made some wood while it was raining, something I've never been able to do before, and it was actually pretty nice. It was like 45, 50 degrees, just downpouring, and I'm out here making firewood, so that was pretty cool. And then you saw I took our firewood log bucking table up to the house, got that pressure washed because I want to get that stained. I'm going to let that sit out here and dry for a couple hours before I go get the spray gun and get some stain on that. While we are waiting for that to dry, I've got a tree down across one of the trails back in the woods I've been meaning to get out. All right, so here's what we're up against. You can see this little tree fell right across the tire tracks of the trail here. Not a very big tree, probably an 8 to 10 inch diameter little hemlock tree here. And you know, as I get back here, I realize I haven't been back here in quite some time. We've been so busy with the ponds and the new building. And you know, we had our property thinned probably 1.5 years ago now. And so I've just been working from all of the logs that we had taken out of the woods then, that I haven't had a need to come back here and get any firewood, but I kind of miss it. It's just absolutely beautiful back here. And I'm gonna enjoy this one today, coming back here and working back in the woods and getting this cleaned up. Today's video is sponsored by Upside, which is an app you can download on your phone that shows you cashback offers on everyday items like gas, restaurants, and groceries. I routinely see 20 to 25 cents cash back per gallon on gasoline. And on your first introductory offer, they'll offer a bonus. I know on ours, we saw about 62 cents per gallon. So you know me, I loaded up the slip tank in the back of the truck and went and filled 50 gallons of gas. My very first time using Upside, I earned $31 cash back. Since we downloaded the app, we don't get gas or go out to eat without first checking Upside. It really has influenced where we go and what we buy. We routinely see 6% cash back at restaurants, but our new favorite pizza place offers 14% cash back, and we never would have found them if it wasn't for Upside. So not only is it going to let you earn a bunch of money in cash back, but it's also going to get you out there trying new places. With everything being so expensive these days, every little bit helps. 10% cash back on takeout the other night, 20 cents back per gallon at the fuel pump. The average user on Upside saves about $340 per year, which explains why they have over 500,000 five-star reviews on the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. They've got over 100,000 locations nationwide. Chances are if you download the app, you'll be able to find something useful to you. Even in our small rural community here, there were still a lot of businesses on Upside. I was very surprised. And I'd imagine if you live in a more populated area, you could throw a rock and find a business on Upside. It would at least be worth downloading the app to see what kind of cashback offers are available in your area. Top Upside earners are making as much as $300 per month. To find out how much you could earn, click the link in the description and use code HOMETOWN to earn an extra 25 cents back per gallon on your first tank of fuel, or scan the QR code here to claim this offer. So I got the log bucking table all stained up. The only thing I couldn't do is kind of get the underside of it. So I'm gonna wait for all this stain to dry in another day or two, and then I'm gonna flip the whole table over and do the bottom of it. So now I think we're ready to go ahead and start making some firewood. And I'm trying something a little bit different here. You guys know, if you saw the last video, I am going back to stacking all of my firewood just because I think it makes a nicer, neater looking pile of wood. And it's also, you know, better looking in the customer's eyes when you pull up and you've got a nice organized product that you're selling to them. And what I had in here before was I'd have the conveyor from the Yappa 365 come into the dump trailer. And you can see this space in here is kind of tight to get the dump trailer in. So what I want to try to do is see if this Ultratec dump trailer is going to work out for catching wood. You can see I've got the grizzly bars here to kind of filter out a lot of the scrap, have that going on to an IBC tote lid. And hopefully this will be a lot easier to stack out of as well. And it's also going to keep me from getting piled up with too much wood that needs stacked at one time. I kind of like working in smaller batches, split a little bit, stack a little bit, split a little bit, stack a little bit. So I want to see if this thing's going to work out. The only thing that I could see being wrong with it is that it's possibly just a little bit too small. So let's go ahead and fire it up and see how this works. So my initial knee-jerk reaction on the Ultratec dump trailer, using it in lieu of a full-size 7x14 dump trailer, is that it might be a tad small. I filled this thing up in about 5 minutes, and you can see I've already got wood spilling out over the edges and on the back. But I guess the real test and kind of my deciding factor is going to be is if this isn't enough to fill a quarter cord tote, then it's too small. I need to be able to at least fill a quarter cord IBC tote before I shut the machine down and go to start stacking. Otherwise, it's just going to be too small and I'll go back to the dump trailer. Boy, I don't know, guys. I'm kind of torn on this. That was so much easier stacking out of this Ultratec dump trailer just because you can reach all parts of it without having to, with the dump trailer, normally what I would do is I'll stack out of the end of the trailer, and then as I get, that void opened up, I'll tip the dump trailer up and have everything slide down to me. You don't have to do any of that with this. You can reach the whole dump trailer from just about anywhere you're standing. So stacking out of it was much easier, but it did not fill our quarter cord here. As you can see, we've got rungs on this basket, and it filled up 3 out of the 4 rungs on that basket. So 75% of a quarter cord. It doesn't hold a tremendous amount of wood, but I don't know if I'm going to give up on this just yet because of how easy it was to stack out of it. That was really very easy. And as you can tell, all of the scrap that's left behind, in the dump trailer, now you've got to pull that huge 7x14 dump trailer out of this tight space, wiggle it out, find where you're going to take it to get rid of it, and then wiggle it back in, whereas this is going to be much easier to pull this in and out to get rid of that scrap and kind of start all over again. So I'm not giving up on this yet, but it didn't quite fill that basket as much as I wanted it to. There, now it's full. Well, here we are again, guys, wrapping up another video out here in the dark under the lights of the new building. I feel like this might be a new theme here going into winter with it getting dark so early. But I'll tell you what, this building has been probably one of the best investments that I think we have ever made. Might be a little too early to say that because we've only had it up for 2 or 3 months now. But in those 2 or 3 months, we've already worked out here in the dark a couple of times. We've worked out here in a torrential downpour. And I'm really looking forward to this winter coming out here and being able to just get going and start working and not having to spend a half an hour to an hour cleaning snow off of the equipment before I get started. So really looking forward to that, really enjoying the building. One of the best things I think we could have done. We are now up to 12 IBC totes stacked nice and neat in under a roof in the building here. I'm looking forward to keep adding to that this winter. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions below about dump trailer versus the Ultratec, or maybe how I could make the dump trailer more maneuverable, or how I can make the Ultratec dump trailer hold more wood. That's really the 2 limiting factors. One's more maneuverable, but one holds more wood. So that's what I'm trying to fight and figure out which way is the best way to go. Anyway, I think that's going to wrap this one up. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, click that subscribe button, give us a big thumbs up, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.